Today's video is sponsored by the lovely people over at AOA.com. If you're looking for a couple million runes, a shiny new weapon, or some fancy equipment, AOA has got you covered. Better yet, use code EXPLOITS when you check out for 3% off your order. So, whether you're in New Game Plus looking to skip most of the mandatory bosses to get closer to a trophy, or for some reason you've just got a copy of the game and have decided to skip 80% of the content, this one glitch will mean you can skip Margit, Godric, Radahn, Renala, the Fire Giant, and so many more bosses. So, step 1, if you've just popped into the game, you'll want to head from the first step Site of Grace all the way over to the gate front Site of Grace. For anyone that isn't doing this from the start, just spawn here. 2. After resting at the Site of Grace, new players will be given the horse Torrent, and from here, head up through the giant gate, run past all of the archers, and ignore the giant that drops down. This is a lot easier to do on your horse. 3. Keep following the path, and eventually, on your right, you'll see the Site of Grace Storm Hill Shack. You'll want to rest here as it is important for later. Step 4. Keep following the path, eventually it will naturally bend to the left. This leads to the castle. Instead, head right, go under the archway, and on the other side you'll approach a bridge and a finger reader crone. 5. Follow the bridge and jump off the end. Just in front of you is a secret path that skips Stormvale Castle, and it takes you straight to Liurnia of the Lakes. Just keep following the path and you'll eventually make it to a Site of Grace. Step 6. From this Site of Grace you'll want to head all the way up here until you reach the 4 belfries. And 7, make sure you rest at the 4 belfry Site of Grace. From here, head to the top of the hill and open the chest and pick up the Imbued Sword Key. Now head back down the hill all the way to the first teleporter and use the key on it. 8, go through the teleporter and it's now time to do the glitch. So you've got to do this all pretty perfectly for it to work. A lot of people are going to say that this is patched because it is incredibly difficult. It took me about 30 minutes to master it, but it's pretty easy now that I know how to do it. So when you teleport in, you'll end up in Crumbling Farum Azula, but the game is only giving you a sneak preview at a late game location. It doesn't let you explore until you do this. So open up the quick menu used to access items quickly. For me on PlayStation, I just have to hold down triangle. This should show that you have access to a Memory of Grace. These send you back to a Site of Grace, losing you all of your runes in the process. So use the Memory of Grace. But just as the process is happening, open your map, pull up your Site of Grace list and select Storm Hill Shack. You can actually do this too quickly and too slowly, which is incredibly frustrating. If done right, however, the game will spawn you out of bounds. But just before you plummet to your death, quickly quit the game and then load in when you're ready. Essentially, you've just stacked different locations on top of each other and now the game isn't sure where to put you. Then for some inexplicable reason, the game comes to the decision to put you at the starting position for when you first properly reach Crumbling Farum Azula. You're now in an endgame location, ready to fight the Godskin duo. If you'd rather cheese your way past them, I don't blame you. Check out this video here. Have fun.